Hey guys, Nicole Scott here from Mobile Geeks. We're at the E.ON Innovation Day, and this is where the digital event is going to take place. We have access to all the amazing executives that are going to be on the stage throughout the day. They're going to come upstairs to our green room, and we're going to get to sit down with them and discover what they have been talking about at this cool event. So behind here is where all the magic happens for the live stream. So let's get to it.
Yeah, hi, I'm Don Dahlmann, and we had unlimited access to every speaker and also to the people who work at E.ON and who made this event possible. And the first person we talked to was actually the CEO of E.ON that came to our green room, and he had some very interesting answers.
I believe innovation takes place basically everywhere. It's not about one new technology coming in and changing the whole world. It's e-mobility, it's heat pumps, it's the combination, it's digitization, it's digital transformer stations, it's smart meters and so on. So the way we do is first, we need to be able and willing to integrate all of that into our system. We need an energy transition at scale. And if the scale cannot be paid for by consumers outside Germany, then it's just not going to happen. And one thing that is important is we need to find the innovations, but then the other thing that we need to find a way to do this in a socially and economically acceptable way for our customers.
I mean, I'm of a generation who has been dealing with the topic for about 30 years at least now, and it was always yes, we would have to do something, but that didn't happen enough, let's say, because if you look at Europe, Europe reduced its CO2 emissions from the early 2000s on, or even the late 90s. So things happened, but not enough.
Definitely, because we see significant amounts of money rushing into sort of sustainable funds. So real money that could be spent, and that is directly addressed at sustainable topics. So that's why it's obviously of crucial importance for us as a company to address this pocket of money, to be able to continue our operations.
The pressure from politics is crucial that things move, because when I think about what the panelists said, some of them said, it's not moving fast enough. So I think for the fields where we need to develop, where it's not moving fast enough, probably there is some need from politics to shape companies in the right direction. So it's both sides, and I think it's important that we have a really good dialogue, that we have an openness, and that we also give our advice to politicians.
And of course, since this is an innovation day around energy, hydrogen was brought up as a green and renewable resource because, of course, it fits into heavy industry so perfectly in so many ways. At the event, Jorgo Chatzimarkakis was here, and he's one of my favorite experts on hydrogen because he's the head of the EU Hydrogen Society.
We need both research and innovation. Research is putting money into knowledge. Innovation is putting the knowledge and turning it to money.
This is the argument, we can't do hydrogen until we have green hydrogen. We have no green hydrogen, so we can't do anything. With that logic, we would have never introduced e-mobility, because we would have said, okay, we can introduce e-mobility once power is completely climate neutral and renewable. So that would then mean we would do the ramp up of e-mobility in 2035. It's stupid. We are doing it now, and as the power system becomes greener, e-mobility becomes automatically green, and that's the right way to do it. And I would argue we should do it exactly the same way in hydrogen.
So here we are at the end of the conference day, and oh my God, can you summarize that?
Well, for me, what I liked about all of the sessions that I heard was it was very goal oriented. So how do we achieve this goal? How do we move on to this next step? And it wasn't just platitudes. It was really digging in to the technologies, whether it be hydrogen, whether it's electrification, how we move towards a truly electric mobile future, and how this is sustainable. I feel that each of the sessions dug into how this could happen, asking the difficult questions of the people in the industry.
And I think the arc that like combined or gave it like a theme for the day was like innovation, technology, digitalization, sustainability. I think these 4 topics were like the most important topics that we have heard about here at this conference. And it makes sense because as we learn from the investor points of view, it makes sense now to invest your money not in something that is like old technology, but it's new technology and it's digitalization, because this is the future and there is where the money is going to be made.
And what I think we have to remember is that energy providers work across industry.
Yeah.
So these are the guys that are enabling every industry in order to move towards sustainability. So seeing this kind of in action today, I highly suggest that you guys take a look at the 3 streams from the 3 days, because they are really information dense with practical, actionable items.
Yeah, you can learn a lot and you can feel that we really are in changing times.
So I'm Nicole Scott.
I'm Don Dahlmann.
Leave us a comment down below because we're curious to hear what you guys think.
Bye-bye.